What's your opinion on it?
I mean, like, bro, he fucked up. He did a lot of bad shit. You know what I'm saying? He did a lot of bad shit, but I guarantee you.
But everybody keeps saying bad shit, but they only talking about freaky shit. Are we talking about freaky shit or we talking about criminal shit? That's what I'm confused
Criminal
about.
and freaky shit.
Oh, he did some criminal shit. Okay, I ain't heard nothing about the criminal shit.
I done heard all type of shit, man. But it'll be allegations like you gonna hear, you know, about shit. But
is Diddy just that gangster to where if you look at the history, we talking about a nigga that's accused of killing Pac, accused of killing Biggie, accused of shooting the club up that Shine was in. That nigga done got away with a lot of wild shit, bro. If we talking about,
he shot that lady in the face.
Yeah, he shot the lady in the face, bro, and didn't do no time. Like
she said she.
There's a nigga out there that's done did the same exact shit that Diddy did, and he's still doing it though.
But he ain't popular like Diddy.
That's just Diddy, like you know what I'm saying. Like, bro, look, why? Tell me why all the people who really got some money is saying like, man, look, for real, like. A lot of the people out here with some money doing the same shit, but I'm gonna let y'all have it. Like, you know what I'm saying?
But that nigga was next level though. He was next level.
But for real, think about it though. Why you think they like I'm gonna let y'all have it, but like,
but you know what?
Can't even really speak on it. But it's they doing the same shit over there, but y'all so focused over here. They going crazy over here. Y'all don't even know.
Yeah.
Like, man, come on, bro.
I'm gonna bring
it's the truth,
bro. They talking about it's some minors involved, bro. That's where it gets fucked up.
Of course.
That's where it gets fucked up.
Bro, that's not even where it get fucked. It's been fucked up. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's not where it get fucked up. You don't even know how far it really went.
Well, really don't.
You know what I'm saying?
So let me hear you. When you start seeing, right, we starting to see bodyguards. We got Jaguar Wright speaking on shit. When you hear these stories about just the industry as a whole, you know, do you believe any of this shit? Do you feel like some of it's cap? Do you feel like some of it's real?
I don't know, bro. I'm not a fan, so that shit don't really mean nothing to me. Like, I believe it's whatever the internet says it is. I ain't never talked to them niggas. Like, I'm real life around celebrities, so it's like all that news and shit, the fake news. Like, bro, I go through that. I've been going through that, so it's like, bro, they gotta talk to me. I don't give a fuck about none of that. I'm not that type of crowd. Like, that's not my crowd. I'm not a consumer, nigga. You feel me? Like, I don't consume. I'm not just a scroll. I'm not on Instagram.
Imagine a time when an invitation to one of Diddy's parties was the ultimate prize, a golden ticket into a world of glamour and stardom. Attending meant brushing shoulders with icons like Justin Bieber, Mariah Carey, and even Jennifer Lopez, all gathered under one roof to celebrate alongside Diddy, the reigning king of entertainment. Walking into one of these legendary gatherings, you knew you were in for a night like no other. It was a spectacle, a true circus of celebrity, with Diddy as the charismatic ringmaster orchestrating every unforgettable moment. As his publicist, Rob Shooter, once said, Diddy's parties were an experience unto themselves.
Man, come on, bro. Yeah, I'm trying to be.
So when you think about the NFL, Jay-Z, and then like the NFL is supposed to be wrong with working with the young black youth. What's your take on that? Do you think that there could be more done as being influential in that area? And then talk to me about what you think about Lil Wayne.
What you mean by the NFL and Jay-Z?
So that initiative came after all the police shootings and stuff like that. He stepped in, and then you had to kneel and stuff like that. So you're a young black man that grew up. Probably you got people grew up in the project. You're a young black man that kind of grew up maybe a little bit better, but probably going through the same situations of being a young black man.
If I'm not going through it, I'm seeing it. Like.
So speak on that.
Family, I'm seeing it, but like. I don't know if it's a foundation that's going on with the NFL. Like, bro, there could always be something more done, bro. That's the NFL, bro. They choose to spend money on what they choose to spend money on, right? There could always be something more done, It's just what they want to do, like, my opinion is, like, man, move crazy about that shit, but I'm a young black man, like you said, like.
Today, however, that glittering legacy is overshadowed by scandal. The once revered rapper and mogul now sits in a Brooklyn jail, facing disturbing charges. This isn't a matter of isolated accusations. Over 100 individuals have come forward, each story adding to a dark and twisted portrait of a man who once held the admiration of millions. This isn't just a downfall, it's a shocking fall from grace that has left the world questioning how someone so powerful and beloved could conceal such disturbing secrets.
Diddy was, he had sued the liquor company. I forget the name. It was a hard name for me to pronounce, but he pretty much won the lawsuit. But it was explained that in these lawsuits there's a morality clause. Do you think that his battle against this liquor company could have been what set this off actually, or was this only inevitable?
Well, you gotta look at it. We all thought he owned Ciroc.
For sure.
He felt like eventually he would be able to get some ownership stake. He didn't. And these issues really started for him once he went after them. Because shortly thereafter, he sold Revolt TV. And anybody who follows him, Revolt TV was his baby. He worked hard on that.
Facts.
So once that was sold, I knew the end was near at that point. Because, just like Gucci Mane, when he went to jail, he passed his artist contracts off to people who can hold them and fulfill the details while he was gone. That's what they do. They pass it off to people who can put it in a shell corporation. Because you can have a corporation that have an anonymous owner. So once I seen Revolt get sold, I knew the end. I knew there was going to be a tumultuous path for him for sure.
Did you feel like it was Diddy's, or do you feel like he was careless towards leading up to this? Like, I know you had mentioned him just the way he's moving. He's even him coming to New York, lollipops. Do you feel like he was moving like very careless, and where like that's why you don't have a bond? That's why you weren't strategic enough in this whole thing.
Absolutely, because the agreement was that as long as his private jet wasn't in the same state as him, he would be able to stay on the street. The moment that jet came to New York, he got arrested. And then you got to think about it, like, they got him on audio, calling witnesses, trying to get them to change the story. That's extremely careless.
Yes.
It's almost as if he was used to having someone protecting him.
They say he's snitching on Jay-Z. Is that a real thing?
You don't want to say Jay-Z on here, bro. Out of respect to y'all, you don't want to say his
Okay,
name on
so that's good.
For sure.
All right, so we're gonna
The accusations against Diddy are staggering, ranging from shocking criminal charges to mounting civil lawsuits filled with claims of abuse, manipulation, and exploitation. While his legal team insists he's innocent and pledges to clear his name, the sheer volume of allegations has cast a dark shadow over his once brilliant legacy. With each new claim, Diddy finds himself struggling against a tide of accusations that threatens to eclipse his former image as a music and entertainment icon.
they're snitching. Diddy's snitching. Is that a real thing?
Have we ever really seen an indictment where the details were sealed? We only really seen that with Epstein. And the only chance he has to not get a life sentence is to cooperate.
Right.
Wait, and you mentioned that Diddy may not make it out alive.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, see, when you say something like definitely, I got to get your take on it, because we seen what happened with Epstein, and we seen the, like you said, a sealed indictment. Don't know what's in it.
Right.
We hear stories of stars paying off lawsuits and keeping their name out of the news. Like, do you feel like there's something that's bigger than even Diddy that is at stake of failing?
Yeah, definitely. So if anybody pays attention to the political climate in our country right now, the FBI is at risk of getting disbanded.
For sure.
We're coming up on a new election. Now, the week that he was indicted, the head of Sony Music, Randy Goodman, stepped down.
Yep.
CEO of Warner, Kaz Kobayashi, stepped down. CEO of 300 Entertainment, Kevin Lyle, stepped down. And the CEO of Nike, John Donahue, all stepped down in the same week. Then we see the mayor of New York, his name Eric, get indicted. And then now we see the guy Reeves from Abercrombie get indicted. 50, 60 people. So the same people who investigated him also were investigating him and these other people. So you got to always watch the trickle effect.
So, how did we end up here? Let's take a step back. Diddy, born Sean Combs, was nothing short of a visionary in the music world. He founded Bad Boy Records, launching the careers of legends like the notorious B.I.G., turning them into household names. But Diddy wasn't content to stop at music. He expanded into fashion with his Sean John line, ventured into media, and even hosted talent shows that became cultural milestones. Yet, beneath these monumental achievements lay a man who thrived on being in the spotlight. As his publicist Rob Shooter put it, Diddy was someone obsessed with fame, always pushing the envelope to outdo himself and solidify his legacy as an icon.
To a young man.
Yeah. So that's when I had 50 on me. I had to shoot through the door. And like the dude who said call 911, he got hit in the neck, hit an artery, shot blood all through the ceiling on the porch, everywhere. Oh, let me get it right. My bad. Yeah, so the video I just sent you, that was a situation where I had a bounty on my head. So basically what happened was a group of guys pretty much ran a train on a girl. She was passed out, underage, and we at the spot. And somebody come busting through the door. It's a female. She's like, where Big Homie at? I'm in the back on the couch, sleep. So I hear her calling for me. I'm like, what's up? She said, look at this. So she threw me these purple sweatpants. I'll never forget this. And I'm like, what am I looking at? So immediately on the outside of the pants, I see like some like dry white substance. And then like inside the pants, I seen a lot of dry blood. I'm like, these look like some little girl pants. What's going on? They did this to my daughter, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. They bragging about it, making posts on Facebook, calling my daughter a hoe. She an honor roll student. She went over there with her friend, et cetera, et cetera. And she came with a bag of money, bro. Like, she came with a bag of money, bro. Like, and she wanted retribution for this. She called law enforcement and stuff like that. You feel me? I guess they wasn't working fast enough for her. And so we had took action into our own hands. I kind of regret doing this, but then I don't, because like that little lady thanks me every day. You know what I'm saying? Her daughter, I became like a mentor to her. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it was just a bad circumstance, which just led to there's more darkness, you feel me? Because like, I didn't know that like they could come up with that much money.
Diddy's parties weren't just events. They were extravagant spectacles, crafted to keep him at the center of attention. He had a masterful way of merging glamour with excess, throwing lavish, over-the-top gatherings that boasted strict dress codes and guest lists full of A-list celebrities. Everyone wanted in, being there was a status symbol, a chance to be seen. But as more stories began to surface, the sparkle of these parties now feels more like a mask, concealing a darker, more sinister side that some are only now beginning to uncover.
So after we found out what was going on, like people came through spinning, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, really trying to get up with me. And like, shout out to the Google, shout out to the Google gang, phone now, shout out to them insane. So, yeah, but the guys rallied behind me, bro, and like, we defeated them. Oh, bro, we had some bloody days, though. You know what I'm saying? but we ended up coming out on top. They was bogus though. And Fred, you a hoe. Phone now.
Yeah, Fred. Right here. When you have a price on your head, how do you operate in that space? Like,
It's time to turn up. That's what we live for. Let's get it. You call a guy, let them know what's going on. And then now it's time to play ball. What's up? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, when if you really in the field, if you really get in that water, if you really get wet, bro, like.
Is that a Chicago thing?
Yeah, bro, I ain't gonna lie. My city, our heads fucked up.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah, because if I go to other cities and states, like,
niggas own that, but
they own that, but they don't identify with that.
Yeah,
You feel me?
yeah.
It's like, okay, we'll get on that with you,
right,
but we came to kick it.
right,
You feel me? We don't even really want you to know that we entered it.
right.
Where we come from, oh yeah.
Everybody on that.
Bro, it's the most, I'm getting chills.
Hard pressed to find
this-
someone not on.
Bro, my city, bro. Think about this, bro. Recently, they just smoked a dude on the street, smoked him. And then they pulled his pants down and spit in his ass on the street outside.
Yeah. That's wild.
They taking it to a different level.
Does growing up in Chicago make every place really feel like a walk in the park? Like, and does it dull your senses when you go home?
Now, I'll say this. If you go to any place and think it's a walk in the park, you a fool. So, like, I feel like the real Chicago boys know, like, all right, the level of violence here is not the same.
One of the most chilling lawsuits paints a harrowing picture of a 16-year-old boy attending one of Diddy's infamous white parties in the Hamptons, eager to break into the music industry. The lawsuit alleges that Diddy made him feel uncomfortable with inappropriate advances, telling the teen that certain acts were a rite of passage to make it big in the business. Imagine the crushing disillusionment and fear that must have overwhelmed that young man, who likely entered the party with dreams of stardom, only to be confronted with a nightmare instead.
It's like almost like he's fiending for the Diddy part. It's like, man, it ain't going down like it was.
So let me ask y'all a question right now. If Bow Wow came into this room without anybody knowing anything he did, and a group of females came into this room, who gonna get the females first, y'all or him?
Definitely better.
This nigga, us.
If they don't know,
Yeah, he said they don't know who
they
Bow Wow
don't know
is.
who he is.
He's just Shad Moss from up the road.
Oh.
Yeah, nah, we getting
Who's
that
gonna
action.
get the females first?
Yeah, because Bow Wow did walk in this room, but he was Bow Wow. But no, Bow Wow is he have to like bat his eyes or something.
We don't bow ass.
Yeah, nah. No shade to Shad. No shade to Shad.
There's no shade.
No shade to Shad, but nigga.
Right. So if you can be a person who can show up you can show up to a place, and everybody here is paid to come in here and do what they do, of course you're gonna miss that.
Yeah, man.
You're gonna blowjob.
Yeah.
You're gonna miss that.
Yeah, damn. All right, well, it's a drought then. It's a drought.
That drought make people crash out. So
It's a drought. What can you give me one celebrity you were surprised to see at a party in a way that you were surprised to see him, male or female? Like, you might have had an idea about him, then you see him like, there ain't no way that this person's doing this with that or doing this like that or whatever.
No.
Okay, yeah, he said, goddamn, I can't do that.
No. Like, after my first year of being working with celebrities, I figured out what it was. I said, oh, so they all like this.
Alcohol.
Huh?
Does it always start with alcohol whenever?
No, a lot of them don't even drink.
Oh.
It's just them.
It's just come in
Bro,
hungry.
so you got different levels but you got horny man, and then you got real horny man. You feel me?
So, what's the craziest thing you see?
I saw the animals. Well, animals.
Like the craziest thing that she was like, "Oh, nah, bro, I ain't, nah, bro, it's
I walked in on a guy.
And the horrors didn't end there. More lawsuits have emerged, including one from former adult film star Audria English, who details her experiences at these infamous parties. According to her claim, drinks were laced with drugs, and guests were either encouraged or coerced into activities they never agreed to. The lawsuit paints a disturbing picture of a pattern of intimidation and manipulation, with Diddy allegedly using his influence to exploit the ambitions and vulnerabilities of those around him, holding power over their every move.
Mascot outfit with another person in a mascot-like outfit, like dry humping in the floor.
That's some funny shit to walk into.
Yeah, when I first seen it, I just walked past. I'm like, what the fuck we got going on? So I go to the refrigerator, I give him my
fully costume.
I don't know, man.
This wasn't a Halloween party. It don't even matter, but
this was March.
Spring break.
They call themselves furry.
Oh.
Furry fetish.
I quit on the spot.
I heard of that. See, yeah.
I said,
How many? Because you said you have to go to the car lot like that. I'm gonna be in the car.
Yeah.
How many times you be like, I'm gonna just be in the car?
Yeah, so I really started making it my protocol. Come in and demonstrate, you feel me? But like, but you just get tired of like bro, I don't want to see naked men, bro. That's my preference, though.
Yeah.
I'm allowed to have that preference. So like, you get tired of that, bro.
How do you handle being hit on?
Yeah, so that's another reason why I go to the car, because you can't be that guy at the gay party getting mad at the gay dudes hitting on. Homophobic in here. What? You the jerk right now. You the clown. You at they shit getting mad. They try to see what's to you. Yo, dumbass.
Give me a take on the flack that Meek Mill has gotten throughout all this.
Meek Mill's situational awareness is just low, bro. Like, that's all it is. But the man had his Amazon account hooked to his Twitter. He buying dildos and everything. It's showing on his Twitter, bro.
You can't do that.
Look that up. That's real. He just crazy, bro. Like, that's all it is. Like, I feel like Meek is an honorable dude. He just kind of, he just don't be up to speed a lot of times.
Is that audio real? Are you getting?
I don't know. That audio, I can't confirm that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because my thing is this, like, the feds announced that they have a video of Diddy on camera assaulting.
Diddy's team has dismissed these accusations as nothing more than attempts at publicity, but the depth and detail in these lawsuits are hard to overlook. For years, there were whispers, moments when people sensed that something was off. Even Rob Shooter, who once worked closely with Diddy, recalls an atmosphere of intense security and control surrounding the rapper's life. Armed guards, metal detectors, and an overall sense that Diddy's world was not open to just anyone. It was a realm carefully guarded, meticulously calculated.
As far as out of entertainment, like, is hip-hop music really that ingrained in so many different levels of life to where you have a person like P. Diddy associating with a head of Nike, or just like, I'm just saying, for an example, like a nigga like Moneybagg Yo, I wouldn't imagine if he get taken down like somewhere in IBM. There's the head of IBM is stepping down,
right.
Or the head of Calvin Klein is,
right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, how ingrained is hip hop into other fields of industry?
Right. So hip hop culture is the biggest culture in the world, first and foremost. But there are tiers to hip hop. Now, Diddy was able to work his way up into the private sector where you're rubbing shoulders with other CEOs, other business owners, other heads of media. So the situation is, you're not going to see Moneybagg Yo at a political fundraiser. you'll see Diddy there. See what I'm saying? So I've been to fundraising events. You know, they might have some artwork for sale. The opening bid for some of the artists is gonna be $1 million. So you go Moneybag Yo, probably getting 40, 50,000 a show. He's signed to somebody, so he's not gonna get his streaming revenue. He's not gonna really own his masters. So that's why you see him signing other artists. Like most rappers are just simply financially not on the level to be able to impact that community of people.
Right.
Yeah, so that's what that's.
And no disrespect to Moneybag Yo. Salute
Moneybag Yo.
Yeah, he's an awesome artist. But speaking to that, the murder of Young Dolph.
Yep.
And we just watched his killers get their time. But they also implicated CMG, which implicates Yo Gotti. And we know Yo Gotti is a multimillionaire, owns with all the things that he owns, and would we say he's in the upper echelon of the? Can he exist in these spaces?
Let's Google Yo Gotti's net worth.
Perhaps most revealing are the unsettling stories from Diddy's former neighbors in Beverly Hills. For years, they've shared complaints about the non-stop parties, describing how they'd often see people stumbling out of Diddy's mansion, disoriented and sometimes barely clothed. His home was an open secret, known for being a hotspot of wild nights and celebrity excess. Yet now, those once glamorous evenings carry a much darker, more disturbing undertone.
Okay, they got it listed as 100 million.
Yeah, so if your net worth is 100 million, you probably have 50 million liquid capital. So let's put something in perspective.
Right.
Elon Musk is donating $45 million a month to Donald Trump's campaign.
That's wild business.
So in 2 months, he's donated Yo Gotti's net worth to Donald Trump's campaign. So that should give you some perspective.
Right. For sure.
Yeah. I haven't really met many rappers with money. Like most rappers that I meet are living middle class. So like, if you see them with the 200,000 stack, that's all they got.
Yeah.
For sure, that's all they got.
Why do we? Because this particular platform was built off of the love of hip hop and music.
For sure.
But it's hard to run a business off hip hop and music.
Yeah.
So why is it that rappers are so broke?
First and foremost, you gotta really think about it. Remember that song by Birdman? What did he say? I got everything in my mama name.
Yeah.
Come on now, that's just poor money morals right there.
Right.
And then most of us come from a street element. So, you can't just go down to the bank and buy $1 million house without getting indicted. So the rap game is entertainment. But I remember when the gangsters would take their homie who not a killer, but he can rap. This our rapper. We pushing behind him.
Right.
Now they want you to be a killer, a robber, a drug dealer, and a rapper. It's a flux in the game. You feel me? So like the jewelry y'all got on right now is way better than most rappers that I see. You feel me?
Shout out KD. Shout out KD, Gym City.
Setting on that right there.
Yeah.
And like his YouTube channel.
Yeah.
He got baguettes, man.
Yeah. Come on, man. And shout out KD
You can
Customs.
tell y'all really into jewelry.
Yeah.
Bro, rappers is getting that. They gonna hand them that. Like the label is finna pay for that. They not finna.
One particularly chilling revelation comes from a lawsuit that alleges Diddy hosted days-long freak-off parties where drugs flowed freely and the events spiraled into chaos. Prosecutors claim Diddy even went so far as to secretly record these gatherings, installing cameras in hotel rooms. Guests were reportedly subjected to ketamine and other substances, with some allegedly beaten or coerced into staying. To recover from the brutal nights, they were reportedly given intravenous strips, as if the aftermath was just part of the deal.
And when I got to the party, all the waitresses was topless. They had like.
You're the second person to say that.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, everybody, the waitresses was topless. Like they had like dancers in cages, naked. I seen a few people had like lions on leashes and stuff like that. You feel me? And then once they came out to collect everybody's phones, that's when I said, I'm going to the car. Y'all got it. Because I seen the Diddy guy holding hands with two vampire-looking dudes, like they was off Twilight. You feel me? So if you ever at a celebrity party, you see street dudes kicking in, the females, when you see the vampires come in, somebody case getting touched. You better be on point, bro. Oh no.
Do you feel like you have the spirit of discernment to like know when you see a man or woman that knows?
For sure. Any person who worked private security at a high level, I get this from my mom, the spirit of discernment. That's something she always said, exact words. So salute to you. And, if you do this job at a high level, you can look into somebody's eyes and tell if they're a killer. You can look in their eyes and tell if they're a get money person. You can look in their eyes and tell if, they get a little extra wild. You feel me? Bro.
Would you say this is one of the most uncomfortable situations you've been in, or?
No.
Okay.
Because I mean, like, if you know, like, the celebrity world is mostly losers. You feel me? They just got money. Like, they not player. Like, they're not kind to people. They don't know how to talk to females. And most of them are, like I said, celebrity world is Zesselmania, man. Period.
You got a trademark number.
It's Zesselmania. I done been in real. I done been in real life or death situations. Like I done. Yeah.
I've heard a lot of rumors of people say that Diddy's a gangster. Is Diddy a gangster?
This story isn't just about Diddy. It's about the culture that surrounded him. Celebrities and powerful figures have long enjoyed a level of privacy and privilege that allowed them to evade scrutiny. But with the rise of movements like #MeToo, more people are finding the courage to speak out, shattering the silence that once shielded the rich and famous. Lawyers like Gloria Allred, who represents several of Diddy's accusers, believe we're witnessing a reckoning in the music industry, a moment where the voices that were once silenced are finally being heard.
He's not a pushover. He a tough cake toucher, bro. I'll tell you that much, bro. Like,
Tough cake toucher.
for sure, bro. Like,
you had said you had seen a scene where he came up to a young dude and choked him and said, "You either want to get with God or
grabbed the man by his throat."
Yeah.
He was like, "You want to walk with God or you want to be a roach, nigga?"
That's some gangster shit to say.
And I'm looking like,
that's some Frank
damn.
Lucas shit.
So I'm like, damn, why you do? I'm like, you gonna let him grab you like that? Because bro, he real touchy feely. So that's how he discern if he gonna try to, if you let him touch you a little too much,
he knows.
Yeah, he might grab your jaw. So you gotta be on point.
So he's been charged. Do you get that from him being around him? Like he could rape somebody? Is that?
Yeah, for sure.
For sure.
Just today, CBS, one of the news stations released another lawsuit of a 13-year-old boy, where him, well maybe it was a girl. So someone 13 years old at a VMA party, after party, that him and another celebrity. When that story came out, or when the first story of that came out, they said, ain't no way that this man here will be with underage people, boy or girl. But it's like almost too many cases. What are your thoughts when you hear underage?
People said the same thing about R. Kelly. You know, they said that there's no way it turned out to be true. What I've learned is, like the most, I've been to Billionaires Row. Like the most wealthiest guys I ever met have strange quirks, I would say. Like some of the richest dudes I know, you know, they like being tied up and things along those lines. And there are 150,000 unaccounted for children that cross the border every year that are unaccounted for. There is a certain level of darkness that comes with levels of high wealth because Rook just asked me.
One of the most poignant accusers is Cassie Ventura, who not only dated Diddy, but also had an inside view of his world. She claims that during their relationship, he manipulated her, controlled her career, and forced her into situations against her will. When she attempted to break free, she alleges that he even resorted to threats, ensuring she remained tied to him both personally and professionally.
They unsealed it, showed what it was. Now, you as an attorney, do you feel like the federal government has a strong case when it comes to the criminal matter of what's going on outside of the freaky nature?
Yeah, by all means, man. I mean, most people are definitely afraid to even walk into a federal courthouse.
Big boys.
Jurors are afraid. Everybody's in awe. So that's advantage federal government, right? The evidence and the public perception that they currently have is strong as well. And I'm going to go ahead and correct myself. Cassie was beaten because I got.
There was Cassandra. I don't know what you called her. What'd you say last?
I'm not saying that.
I'm not
saying that again. I'm not saying that again. So to the 2 or 3 people who corrected me on the name, I left it alone. I apologize.
They picky, boy.
Hey, you know what? But you know what? Call me out. If you see something and I see it, if I'm wrong, if I see it, I'll chime in. Or if I feel like I'm not wrong, I'll chime in and explain why I said what I said. So I have no problem communicating with your viewers.
So, yes, no, as you stated, Cassie, the 1,000 bottles of baby oil, which is not illegal. Again, it's not illegal. But
Is it not?
Man, listen.
Is it not?
Is
it flammable?
It's flammable.
No, I'm just asking.
Physically or metaphysically? Like, what are we talking about? It can go both ways.
I don't want to know about the metaphysical part of it. But no, I mean, that much of anything, quite honestly, if it could be used to make a bomb, chances are you're not supposed to have that. It's
easy defense. Hey, we like having oil parties, bathtubs full of oil, and slip and slide it.
Is it a fix?
To me, that's an easy.
Is it easy fix?
Yeah, I mean,
don't say
move
that.
on to the next question.
Don't say that. Don't say
no,
that.
It's like we literally have baby oil wrestling nights.
You know why you don't want
to say? Is that illegal?
It's illegal in the context of how Sean Combs uses it. So you don't want to say that.
Okay. So
don't, if Sean Combs, if you see this, Joker should not be your attorney.
Yeah. That's why I did not pass the bar.
Because statements like that are going to get you sent straight. They're going to be like, you don't even need a jury. Just listen. This is your cell right here. This is your cell. You don't want to say that.
But he has to explain that. His lawyer has to explain it.
Well, and watch this. Man, sometimes keeping it simple is the best thing. I look at the statutes of this state, and that's not illegal. Leave it at that.
Cassie's lawsuit paints a chilling picture of the control Diddy had over those closest to him. She describes an environment where she felt completely powerless, where even the thought of seeking help seemed impossible, knowing the severe consequences that could follow. The grip he held on her life was suffocating, leaving her trapped in a world where escape felt out of reach.
Diddy will pull up and get wild with you by himself.
Oh, wow.
Like, he's not soft. So that's the whole thing with him. Like, you know,
He'll pull up and take something like it.
Bro, he'll pull up and, bro, he slapped Drake.
Just recently posted a video of his upcoming Halloween party featuring Chris Brown. It looks like it's going to be crazy. You had made mention about Jamie Foxx, or he had made mention himself in a special talking about his almost losing his life. And his hospitalization was due to Diddy. There are stories of him getting beat up and getting put, but I know he was on a movie set, but something from an altercation or something from drug related that was
Diddy
given to him.
will pull up and get wild with you by himself. Like, he's not soft. So that's the whole thing with him. Like,
He'll pull up and take something like it.
Bro, he'll pull up and, bro, he slapped Drake.
He did, and everyone looked over that.
Oh, I'm not gonna call him a gangster, but he be on some tough shit, bro. And it'll piss you off, like with his son with the lip gloss on and the waves all the time.
Yeah,
he swear he a gangster, bro. I mean, like, bro, we gonna get crazy with you in here.
I mean, anyone who probably do a line of cocaine will feel all kind of invincible. Will feel all kind of courageous. With money, I believe they'll do a lot outside a normal man, who's rational, and just say, "Let me post up." But let me get your take on with Jamie Foxx, because mind you, Diddy parties and Jamie Foxx parties were the two black Hollywood elite parties that you would always hear about. That was like, you gotta be there to see it. For him to say that I was hospitalized possibly because of something that happened with Diddy.
He thought he was gonna tell.
Ooh.
So look, I'm a shout out Big Dugas, my right hand man. Shout out folks. He have a very interesting Jamie Foxx story.
When law enforcement raided Diddy's properties, they didn't just uncover firearms. They stumbled upon an unsettling array of items. Thousands of bottles of lube, baby oil, and other supplies, all pointing to a lifestyle shrouded in secrecy. Authorities have hinted that this is just the tip of the iceberg, suggesting that Diddy may not have acted alone. Instead, there appears to be a network of individuals who helped facilitate and support his disturbing activities.
I don't know if you know about this or seen it.
No.
Give us a quick notes.
I'm gonna let him come on here and tell that, but I'll say this though.
I know he said something about Jamie Foxx in the bathroom.
It wasn't Jamie Foxx in the bathroom, it was his party.
Okay, it was his party, and then the bathroom situation went down.
I love, bro. Dude got my right hand man, bro. Like, me and him been outside together 15 years, but that's small. Bro. Like, he the reason I'm alive right now. You feel me? Like, he don't really care about money like that. Like, he don't really care about a lot of this. As long as he got his jewelry, he got his cup, he got his gun, and we doing our thing, he cool.
Yeah, that's all you need in life.
So, whenever I know I got a situation coming up and, the risk of dying is high, dude gonna make sure he there. That's what he like to do.
Right.
But anywhere I take my boy, I have to give him certain guidelines. On this particular day, I say, bro, I don't know what we're gonna see in here, but we get $2,500 apiece to keep these two models right here safe at this event. Don't get out of my eyesight. He said, Gordo, that's why they named Gordo. I said, Gordo, I love you, but I gotta go to the bathroom. I said, okay, bro, the bathroom over there, I think. So I'm over here dealing with them. About 30 seconds ago, I hear, you got a gun. I'm like, I say, fuck, fucking do God. I look over there, I see he got joined up, and it's out, and he pointed at somebody. He said, hey, man, everybody get on the ground. So now here I go. I gotta say, y'all stay right there. I come over there. 5 dudes in the bathroom. Everybody pants at their ankles. One dude didn't even have no pants on at all. He even had no socks on. He getting extra crazy. I'm like, dude, what you just see? He said, bro, these motherfuckers in here all pulling each other. I'm like, what you mean? He said, man, sword fighting in here. Hey, we gotta go. I'm looking like, damn. Shout out Big Dugas.
Shout out Big Dugas.
Yeah.
Shout out Big Dugas. Damn.
That's the thing, bro. Like, bro, these, bro.
So, let's do it like this. Let me ask you.
Niggas would get mad at me. I wouldn't plug them with celebrities. And I say, look, bro, you don't know what you're asking for. And when I see certain guys, I say, yeah, you definitely getting your cake stood. Because you too thirsty to go be up here. 5 in the morning, you want to be in the studio with all dudes? Everybody on ecstasy and cocaine. They sipping liquor. There's no females here. You the females, my boy.
Shit.
You the female. Oh no.
Now, Chris Columbus had a story that he told where he was laying down with his wife, and he got a phone call from Diddy like at 2 a.m. saying, "I'm at the hotel." And he's like, yeah, well, who there? Like, you know, pull up, it's just me. And I'm like, and you hear these stories from different people. Back then, it's like, when it's coming from one entity, it don't hit as hard, but when it start coming from all over, you're like, wait a minute. Like,
let me ask you right now.
Yeah, let's go. Listen.
Joker been out kicking it. He having a good weekend. It's Saturday about...
Even as he faces trial in 2025, Diddy still has a loyal following. At his most recent court appearance, a small crowd gathered, hoping for a glimpse of the star who once defined hip-hop's golden age. He blew them a kiss, mouthed, "I love you," and left the courtroom surrounded by his family's support. But for those observing from the outside, this case raises unsettling questions about power, celebrity, and the dark shadows that often lurk behind fame.
You laid down, chilling, probably got a lady with you, you had a few drinks.
Of course.
And you get a phone call, grown man, 2 a.m., telling you to come to his hotel. And you say, oh, what we doing? Talking about some business? Oh, no, we just finna chill. We can't chill in the morning? We can't go get lunch? He wants you to come over there right now. He forcing the issue. What you finna say, bro?
I'm gonna let my lady say it for me. I'm gonna let
You at the crib. Bro, you at the crib. You just got done kicking it all day. You counting up, your day over.
No.
Look what you up to right now. Look, man, I'm over here at the room right now, man. Just come pull up and chill with me. You gonna be like, man, what?
So,
what you finna say?
So, like...
Fast, what you finna say?
I wouldn't even answer the phone.
Come on!
And these, look. Listen, hold on.
A billionaire calls your phone.
I'm in the bed with my lady. These are my brothers.
A billionaire calls.
These are my brothers. They call me at 2 a.m. I will talk to them in the morning. Matter of fact,
it ain't about how much money they get.
You know what I'm saying? But I spent a nigga like, have you answered the phone?
So you gonna say,
I'm gonna answer the phone.
What we got going on?
No, yeah, I'm gonna say, what's the plan? Yeah, I'm gonna inquire. And my girl gonna be like, who that?
Hold on. Picked up. That's you on my ass now.
Look, bro.
I shouldn't even answer the phone.
Look. Depending on what kind of clothes I have on, like, I don't even answer the phone for a nigga if I have on, like, if I'm in my boxers.
Not even thinking about it.
What if he's blowing your phone up? He's like,
listen, you a billionaire. What you calling me for?
911.
You right there. Call them all.
911.
I can't help you right now, man.
Look, we can't even spin at this hour, nigga.
We can't even slide right now. What's over with?
Call me in the morning, nigga. 8 a.m., nigga.
8 a.m. I'm bright and early. I'm on point.
So I gotta ask about the viral clip.
This is a story that goes far beyond the actions of one man. It's a tale about the intoxicating pull of celebrity and how, when left unchecked, it can foster an environment where exploitation thrives in the shadows. Diddy's world, once a vibrant mix of music, luxury, and dazzling lights, now serves as a chilling reminder of how fame and fortune can sometimes veer down a dark and dangerous path.
I was just gonna say, should this lawyer even be talking? This is my thing. Like, I think every time he opens his mouth, it just hurts him a little bit more.
Man, it is I really don't know uh, what his end game is.
Yeah, because like if he loses the case, he looks like the worst lawyer. You don't want to go with him either. Like he should just stay quiet, right?
It just depends, right? So let's say, for example, I'm representing you,
Right.
and you're in jail, so you can't do any interviews, you can't get before the news. So I'll sit down with you and say, okay, I'm going to take your wife and kids, and we're going to do 2 interviews a week. And this is going to be the message that we're getting out there. Something totally and separate and far away from what you've been accused of, and something that's true, so that the viewers
Right.
and potential jurors see you in a different light other than this monster that the media is currently
Yeah,
painting
like
you.
where is this publicist? I would say, or
Yeah,
like
but
what's going on? Like you could easily paint a different narrative. You're Diddy. Anything that they feed us, we're gonna eat it up. So why is he not? Why is this lawyer only one speaking?
well, no,
No, no.
no one is guilty until a group of their peers, labeled as a jury, have found him guilty, unless they decide to go before a judge and have a bench trial. But they have to go through the system before they're considered guilty. And so his lawyer might be the only one up there right now. I haven't really followed his statements of his lawyer, but I've seen some interviews, but you know it seems like he's mostly attacking the federal government's case, but not in a way that anyone is, I think, is really resonating right now with anyone.
Yeah, so he did a interview with TMZ where TMZ has a whole documentary on Tubi called Diddy's The Downfall of Diddy, The Indictment, and Harvey is literally talking to him about the baby oil, and like you said, he kept it as simple as like when's it, from my knowledge, baby oil isn't illegal. So he says this with Harvey. But I'm like, why aren't you saving? Like, is he trying to win back the court of public opinion in his statements? Because I'm like, why aren't you saving these things for your day in trial versus?
Because
As more details emerge, we're left questioning how this could have remained hidden for so long. How many lives were affected by the glitz and glamour that masked a far darker reality. Diddy's story, one of extraordinary success, now stands as a stark reminder that sometimes the brightest lights cast the deepest shadows. As this case unfolds, the world watches closely, hoping for justice for those who have suffered in silence for far too long.